So I installed these new wheels and tires on Regina's Jeep last week, and today in this video we're gonna go hit the trail and explore, and I'm gonna get her feedback on how she has liked these tires over the last week on her daily commute. We've got a lot to talk about in this video, plus we're gonna do some exploring. It should be a good day. Stay tuned. Welcome to Trail Recon. I'm Brad. This is my wife Regina, and she said she wanted to go hit a trail where there's some pine trees. Mission accomplished. We're gonna go hit the trail. We just installed some new wheels and tires, some 35-inch wheels and tires on her Jeep just this last week. You've been driving around for the last few days, so we're gonna get your feedback and then see how it is on the trail. You ready to go have a little fun today?
Sure.
Sure?
Yeah.
Today, we are just north of Anza, California, on the Thomas Mountain Truck Trail located in the San Bernardino National Forest. This trail is an easy 14-mile route that winds up a scenic forest road packed with pine trees to an elevation of around 6,400 feet. There are amazing views almost around every turn, with the Anza Valley to the south and the beautiful Forest Mountains to the north. There are a few trail offshoots that can be explored, but we stayed primarily on 6S13 today. Now, I recently installed these Milestar Patagonia and Icon Alloy Shield rims on Regina's Jeep. The tires are a 315 70R17 and the rims are a 17 by 8.5 inch with a 6mm offset. And I've been running these tires on both my Jeep Wrangler and my Jeep Gladiator for several months now, and I've been very impressed with them both on and off-road. But I found it very interesting today listening to Regina's initial impressions on what it's like to go with a bigger tire and what she thinks of these ones so far. Okay, so it's a pretty easy dirt road. I know you wanted to do something a little more challenging, but it's still pretty out here.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay, so tell everybody, now that the tires and wheels are on, what do you think about how it looks?
It looks great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it what you expected?
Pretty much. I mean, they're tires, right? And wheels.
Okay.
And they're bigger and they look, I don't know.
A little more aggressive. The tread on them is a little more aggressive looking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And that little yellow Jeep, come on.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's awesome.
That was a cool little touch, right?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so the video we did a while back was all about seeing about how you would deal with the height of the tire and the height of the lift. Now, we haven't installed the lift yet, we'll do that, but I wanted you to get used to the tires first.
Okay.
So getting in and out, going to work this last week with a 1-inch lift with the tires, how's it feel?
Fine. I can still, I mean, I have to push my feet up a little bit higher, but I can still get in without having to hold on to anything.
Okay. Now when we go to the added lift kit, that's going to be 2.5 inches more. How are you feeling about that now?
How about if I let you know after we do it?
Okay, all right. Well, we did the full test, so you have an idea of what's to come.
I know what I'm in for.
We really enjoy some solo days like this where we just get to spend some quality time together. Now, while we were out cruising along, we did come across several yellow post campsites along the trail, and they were very well maintained and even had some restrooms. Yellow post sites are first come, first serve, and we were surprised to see that most of them were empty on this beautiful weekend. But I'll bet it gets crowded up here in the spring and early summer. There were fire rings at each site, but the fire restrictions are in effect right now. But it is important to note that if you are going to be up here and have a fire, you still need a permit from the Forest Service to have one. Now, we took a few notes of some possible future camp spots and headed on our way. Let's talk about how it's been driving on the road. To and from work, you drive about an hour, sometimes a little more.
Right.
So you're spending quite a bit of time on the road. The road noise, how is it compared to the stock tires you had?
Definitely louder.
Okay.
So, I've got to turn up my speakers a little bit more. I definitely can't listen to my songs on my iPhone or my audiobook unless it's connected to Bluetooth and through the speakers in the Jeep. I can't listen to them through my iPhone speaker. That doesn't work.
Okay, so it's notably louder.
Right, but I knew that, so I'm okay with it.
Okay, well, so for me, see, that's interesting that you mentioned that, because I went from the Cooper STT Pros, which were really loud, to these tires. And so for me, it was quieter, but it's interesting because your tires were pretty quiet to go from these that you're noticing that it's a little bit louder. So I think that's important. I think people will appreciate understanding the difference there. That they're quiet, but they're not.
I don't know if quiet's a word I'd use.
Okay. Now I know I've mentioned it before, but I really enjoy easy day trail trips like this just as much as a long technical trip. It doesn't always have to be hard or complicated. Sometimes you can just get out and enjoy it. And on casual days like this, when it's just Regina and I, we always find ourselves stopping often to soak in the surroundings, grabbing some pictures, just enjoying the views. It's a no rush day, no worries. This is how we like it sometimes. Okay, now when you're rolling down the road and you have a more aggressive tire, sometimes you can feel those knobbies a little bit when you come to a stop. Yeah, because I mean, they are knobbies.
Is that the technical term?
That's the technical term.
Okay.
Okay, so it was pretty smooth before. Have you noticed a difference from previously?
Yeah, it's definitely not as smooth.
Not as smooth. Okay, but is it bad?
Maybe
is it
not smooth. No, it's not bad. I mean, it's what I expected. They're bigger, heavier tires, so I wasn't expecting that I was going to be gliding down the freeway like a butterfly or anything.
So you notice a change, but it's not annoying you or anything like that?
No, it's fine.
All right, and you talked about bigger and heavier tires. So these are bigger and heavier than what you had on there before, which means when you step on the gas, the Jeep has to work a little harder to get the tires going because it's more weight.
Right.
And same with braking. When you brake, it takes a little bit more work. How much did that have you actually noticed?
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, it's fine, but I mean, it's just definitely a lot more noticeable. I mean, one of the things I loved about this Jeep when we were test driving it was it had some get up and go, especially compared to your Jeep. And so
Right.
definitely lost some of my get up and go, my zip, my little, put on the gas and vroom.
Okay. All right. It's still pretty quick though. It's still way faster than mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about braking?
Yeah, I definitely notice it. It kind of feels, I don't know what the right word is, rougher when I'm braking. Well, especially when I'm, going really fast and I've got to stop.
Are you braking earlier than you had to before?
Nah, I haven't noticed that I am.
Okay. All right. One of the great things about the Jeep Wrangler JL Rubicon is that you can put 35-inch tires on with no problems. Now, we will be installing a Icon Vehicle Dynamics 2.5-inch lift kit soon, but that's just to improve her approach and departure angles and to give her a little more clearance. But honestly, this little two-door is super capable as it sits right now. So overall, how happy or unhappy or neutral are you with the tires? What's your overall opinion on them?
I mean, they're fine. I'm looking forward to being able to go places I couldn't have gone before.
Right.
So, I mean, it's probably not as nice for my daily commute, but it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
So, but yeah, the whole reason I wanted them was so we could go cool places.
Yeah. That's it, right? So we'll plan some trips up to Northern California and go hit some fun little trails up there. Something a little more technical than this easy dirt road we're on today. And at least it's pretty higher.
It is gorgeous up here. Yeah. Northern California is beautiful too.
Yeah, we'll get you out there. Okay, so lift kit coming soon. So what'd you think about the trail?
It was gorgeous. I loved all the pines and the trees and the snow, and this is my kind of trail.
It was really nice. Not technical, definitely scenic. This is a great place just for a quick day trip. Take the family up here. Nothing crazy, but scenery every side of the mountain.
Oh yeah, no, views everywhere you look.
And
so.
we were tagging some potential camping sites for the future. Yeah. So.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Oh yeah, quiet. Okay, guys. So the tires got muddy and they've been tested out, and you have Regina's opinion on them now. Now the plan is to lift the Jeep, and then we'll bring it back out. Maybe we'll find a little harder trail next time. Maybe.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Stick around. More to come on the Jeep build. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.